Manchester United target Tyler Dibling is being targeted by several clubs around Europe. What exactly is going to happen with this boy? Is he good enough to join the new army of Ruben Amorim? What do you think about it? I'm going to tell you what I think about this kid and whether or not United should be going into that bidding war for him. Subscribe to the United Sport. My name is Webb, and let's get it. Listen, guys, around this time, I had someone complain about me talking about these speculations. And, I think it was on my other channel. Someone is saying, why do you keep talking about the speculations and reports players we linked with? I mean, it's 2 months to a very big transfer window, end of the season, of course, a transfer window in the summer. Definitely, Manchester United will be linked with a lot of players, some of whom will actually join. But also, we know that Man United is going to lose over 8 or even 10 players. Certainly, they have got to be replaced. So, if you don't talk about the potential replacements, what are you talking about on a Man United channel? Guys, think about it. Anyhow, let's get proper into one of those kids that we've been linked with. So, we've heard for a long time now that Tyler Dibling has been linked with Man United, mostly for his dribbling. Sounds nice. Now, he's a good dribbler, without a shadow of a doubt. He's proven that, and that's why he's been able to break through into the senior team of Southampton, a team which groomed him from their academy, goes to, I think, Chelsea, goes back to Southampton, and then, he keeps switching. But 3 times at Southampton, certainly it looked like his home, and we know that Southampton is one of the better academies when it comes to grooming young players. And now he has been groomed to a level where Man United is linked with him. We understand RB Leipzig want him. Manchester City want him. Now, even Bayern Munich are seriously considering him as probably a replacement for Serge Gnabry, who apparently Vincent Kompany could be looking to part way to let go of. So, Dibling is certainly a prospective signing for Manchester United. But what do I think about him? For me, the thing is, he's a decent footballer. Plays as an attacking midfielder, but also as a winger. He can also play as a winger. In fact, there are people who look at him as the right player to come in place of Giovanni Quenda, who chose to go to Chelsea and shunned Manchester United, chose to go to Chelsea in 2026. So people are feeling he should be replaced by another signing, and Dibling is one of those people I rate highly. Now, for me, in my view, I've watched him several times, and again, I've taken time to refresh myself on his style and study him and analyze him. He's a good player, without a shadow of a doubt. He's a promising young player. But I feel like he's too raw, that's one. But also, I don't think really we need him if we have Amad Diallo, because looking at him to come in as a wing-back, I feel like everything this boy can do, Amad can do perhaps even 10 times better. So, he scored 4 goals this season, decent. But I feel for me, I mean, for a player priced at about £55 million, because that's what Man United could be expected to cough if they are going to sign him from Southampton, I feel like that's a little on the high side. And my view is Man United would really use that money to bring in a more needed player, a player who's going to really come in and add and improve the team straightforward. And for me, it's not a wing back per se. If you've got Amad, if it were Giovanni Quenda, I would sort of listen. But Dibling is still a big, huge work in progress. Big prospect, but work in progress. But also, yes, I know United is rebuilding, but we've got enough players. We've got Amad, for example, who, if he's played as a wing back, he will certainly be a lot better than Dibling. So why then sign a player behind him for 55 million quid? Yet this is Amad's time. 55 million or 50 million is money for a player who is going to be boosting or who is going to be elevating the team, who is an Amad level kind of player, because by Man United standards now, Amad Diallo is one of the star players, the big players. So if you're going to spend 55 million quid on a player, he has got to be at that level, not another development player. I don't think that really makes a lot of sense, to be honest. So, and that's why for me, I'm not really excited by this kid, because of the system we play under Ruben Amorim and where he would fit in. I think we've got better. We would rather use that money, for me, and sign another player. I'll talk about a central midfielder. I'm talking player like Adam Wharton, who is also an English international. This kid, Dibling plays for the under-19. He has played for the under-21s before of England. And now currently, I think he's representing the under-19. But we could rather go for Crystal Palace Adam Wharton, who I believe would even be way cheaper than Dibling, by the way. And that's the surprising bit. Way cheaper, but I feel like Adam Wharton sort of tries to improve an department we are clearly lacking in as Man United, the central midfield department. Even if he came in as a backup, who would be a proper replacement for Eriksen or even Casemiro, but also can be a player interchanged with Bruno in terms of playing to next to Ugarte, that deep midfield role. So for me, Adam Wharton makes better sense for Man United now than Dibling does. So that's why this does not really excite me. It's not a link that gets me off my feet. Man City or Bayern Munich can take him. For me, I wouldn't care. But I think we've got a better player in that position. Of course, someone will say, how about then a replacement for Anthony Dos Santos? Because, I mean, some of these players have got to be replaced. Now, a player like Anthony Dos Santos, for me, can be replaced by either a kid from the academy. I'm sure we've got some young kids in there who can come in and play backup to Amad Diallo. If not an academy kid, if there is none who the team feels is there and fit, we can get another cheap signing, the way we got Patrick Dogu from Lecce. We can go around the market and scan for another cheap player who is going to come in and back up Amad Diallo on the wing-back position, the right wing-back position. But also, Patrick Dogu too can be the backup for Amad. In the event that Amad has got to be rested, Dogu can switch to the right wing-back, and then we find a solution for the left, where I feel players like Harry Amas can be molded to be, again, proper backups for Dogu on the left. Players like Diogo Leo, who is joining in June. So I feel, for me, the wings right now shouldn't be the areas we expedite in terms of signing, boosting or improving, whereas they're important to Amorim. I think we've got the personnel that we can start to work with, but the central midfield still needs a lot of improvement. So that's my honest view on this whole Tyler Dibling and to Man United situation. He can move on to Bayern. I mean, I wouldn't if we could fail to sign Giovanni Quenda, who clearly was a player that Amorim loved and wanted. He knew he wanted him. Honestly, we can't lose, or we can fail. We can pass Tyler Dibling, really, and we will be okay. Because Amad, for me, is a better version of Tyler Dibling, yet they will play almost the same positions in this Ruben Amorim structure. You feel me? Let me know what you think about this kid, or whether, and I know so many people here who have commented before and feel he should come in, but again, for depth, again, I would understand, but I've explained to you, for me, every transfer rumor we're linked with, I want to put in the context of the financial situation we are in. The financial situation we are in, because we are in this financial situation because of signing so many players without a proper plan, but also we need to fast correct it. So we cannot just keep adding on players. Then we are not correcting anything. So that's why I say good player, but under the current circumstances, I don't really see us rushing to go for him. Yet, I don't think we are going to sign so many players anyway. I think Amorim will sign 2-3 players and then promote many of the kids on the academy. So is he one of the 3? If you've got 3 slots for players to sign, would you sacrifice 1 or 50 million to sign Tyler Dibling? Or are there more important departments to solve? Before I think about Dibling, I would think about a proper backup goalkeeper, or even first choice goalkeeper if Onana is going to be let go of. I would think about a central midfielder. I would think about a defender, probably a centre back. I'll still, but also even the left back department is not, the left hand side of the centre back 3 is not even clear. We don't know how good Lisandro Martinez will be when he returns. Even when he got injured, it was not really at his Martinez best. Of course, Aiden Heaven is still a big work in progress. Luke Shaw is going out. There is no Tyrell Malaysia. There is a gap there on the left. We certainly know that United would use a striker, an addition on Rasmus Højlund. So before you tell me about Tyler Dibling, I think there are better departments for Man United to be worried about, honestly. That's my honest view. Let me know what you think. Catch you later.